Hey everyone, today we're going to be going over long division. So a couple things that I want to talk about is just the structure of long division. So inside the little division house, I'll call it, the number inside is called your dividend. The number outside, or the number you're sectioning things or making groups of, is called your divisor. And your answer is called a quotient. So if you have the following problem, 56,000 or 5,635 divided by 23, that first number is going to be your dividend always. And then the second number is going to be your divisor. And of course your answer is the quotient. So let's go ahead and work this out. So my first number is my dividend. And my second number is my divisor. I like to use different colors when I'm solving because it helps me keep track of my work. I'm a very visual person. So if you like to use different colors with me, go ahead. Alright, so the first thing I want to do is see if 23 can divide into 5. Or can I make 23 parts into 5? No, I can't make 23 parts into 5 because 5's too small, right? 5 doesn't even have 23. So we have to go over to the next number. Can we make 23 parts of 56? Well, yeah, 56 is big enough, right? How many parts of 23 can we make of 56? Well, we'd use our multiplication chart and we'd see how close we would get to 56 if we're following along on the 23. So we would see that it goes in 2 whole times. There's 23 whole parts in 56. Next step we're going to do is multiply. So 23 times 2 is 46. Then we subtract. 6 minus 6 is 0. 5 minus 4 is 1. So we're just left with 10. Okay, so you kind of got an idea of the method we're using. So the first thing we did was we divided. Then we multiplied, right? We multiplied 23 times 2. Then we subtracted. And the last thing we're going to do is bring down. That's what the B stands for. So we're going to bring down this 3. And then we start it all over again. We're going to go back to divide. So how many times or how many 23s can I fit into 103? How many 23 parts can I fit into 103? Well, if I look at my multiplication chart, I can fit 4 parts in there. Next, I'm going to multiply. 23 times 4 is 92. Next, I'm going to subtract. 103 minus 92 is 11. Or let's work it out, actually. So 3 minus 2 is 1. And then I have 0 minus 9, which I can't do. So I'm going to take from this 0, and I'm going to make this into a 10. So 10 minus 9 is 1. So that's 11. Next, my last part is B, bring down. So I'm going to bring down this 5. And then I start all over again. And I ask myself, well, how many parts or how many times or sections can I make? How many sections of 23 can I make into 115? Or how many groups of 23 can I make into 115? Well, if I look at my multiplication chart, I can make 5 groups. And actually, 23 times 5 is 115. So 0, 0, 0. So I actually have no remainders. So my answer is 245. Okay. So that's kind of just a quick overview of long division. We divide, we multiply, we subtract, and we bring down, and we just keep doing this over and over and over again. So let's look at an example where we have a remainder. And I'm going to show you how to set this up So we don't use the word remainder. We're actually going to write it in fraction form. So we have 127,257 divided by 482. Whew, that's a long one, right? So my dividend is my first number. And my divisor is the number that goes outside. All right. Can I make groups of 482 into 1? Nope. How about 12? Nope, 12 too small. How about 127? Nope, too small again. How about 1,272? Yep, that'll work. How many groups of 482 can I make? I can make 2 whole groups of it. 482 times 2 is 964. And I'm not really going over the multiplication. So you guys, if you need separate help with the multiplication, we can address that separately. Okay, now, and I like to write this on the side. Keeps me on track. So I just divided, right? Divided, I just asked how many groups. Now I'm going to multiply, I just did that, 964. Now I'm going to subtract. Okay, so we've got 2 minus 4. Can't do it. So I'm going to take from the 7. This is going to be a 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. Next, 6 minus 6 is 0. And then 9 minus 2 can't do, or 2 minus 9 can't do it, right? So this is going to be a 12. This is going to be a 0. And this is going to be a 3. So we have 308. Next, we bring down. I always like to bring, the number I bring down, I like to put in a different color. So we start all over again. How many times or how many groups of 482 can we make in 3,085? Well, we can make 6 groups. Okay, so we just divided. Now we multiply. 482 times 6 is 2,892. Then we subtract. 5 minus 2 is 3. Let me use my green pen. 8 minus 9, can't do it, right? This becomes 18. All right. So I can't even borrow from this guy, right? So then I have to take from the 3. So the 3 becomes a 2. This becomes a 10. And then I can give to the 18. So that becomes a 9. So 18 minus 9 is 9. 9 minus 8 is 1. 2 minus 2 is nada. So we have 193, and then we have to bring down the 7. Okay, so 482 goes in 1,937 4 times. Now, if I was taking a test, I'd have a whole lot of multiplication work on the side, or maybe on a separate piece of paper so it didn't get messy. So 482 times 4 is 1,928. Oh, so close. All right, so we just divided, we just multiplied. Now we're going to subtract. We got to do more borrowing here. So 7 minus 8, can't do it, right? So this becomes a 17. This becomes a 2. 17 minus 8 is 9. 2 minus 2 is 0. 9 minus 9 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. So we have a remainder here. I have nothing else to bring down, so that's my remainder. So we don't write remainder anymore. We're not going to write remainder R. What we're going to do is we're going to set this up like a fraction. So from now on, when we divide, we're going to set our remainders up like a fraction. So let me show you how to do this. It's called the ice cream scoop, or ice cream cone. We're going to draw an ice cream cone. Kind of more like a waffle cone if you think about it. So there's the top of my waffle cone, there's the bottom of my waffle cone, and then here we go. That's my waffle cone, okay? Just imagine a bunch of ice cream up here, okay? So the first part of my waffle cone is my quotient. My quotient is my whole number. So that's going to be my whole number in my fraction. The second part of my quotient, and I'll put a little number 2 here, that's going to be your numerator. That's your part, okay? And the last part of your quotient, that's going to be your divisor, which is your denominator. Okay? So your divisor is always going to be your denominator, your remainder is going to be your numerator, and your quotient is going to be your whole number. So this is going to be your remainder. We can just label it. And this is your denominator. Gotta take it to the side. Okay? And this is your quotient. Okay? And we use our ice cream cone to kind of help us. So first stop, second stop, third stop. So first stop, you write your whole number. Second stop, you write your numerator. Third stop, you write your denominator. So that is how we write our remainders. Okay? Practice, practice, practice. And hopefully this made sense to you guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.